Okay. No. Oh, okay.
I'm fine, I'm not sure where.
Picking up stuff.
Yeah, agendas. I left the food. You know, I have to think about that. Oh, no, I wrote on one of these under mine to remind me to talk about that auction, how many properties we have, but I. No big deal. Maybe I did it at home. And I'm just screwing it. Oh, you did? Oh, here, wait, maybe it's in here. Yes, it was.
Okay. We're,
Oh, it's in here.
we're live and we're streaming.
Okay.
Okay, everybody here, we're getting ready to start the board meeting. So this is a board meeting and it's not open for public participation, but you can stay and listen. So, thank you. Okay, I'd like to begin today's meeting, dated 20th of April, 2024. I'd like to begin with roll call.
William Rosenbaum here.
Randy Powell here.
Susan Hunt. Lucinda Albright.
Okay, we have all board members present. We have a quorum. Okay, next item on the list is the meeting minutes from the last meeting. I want to say that our meeting is posted on the website. Everyone has had a chance to review it. And I'd like to make a motion that we bypass that and get into business since we're short on time today.
Okay, second.
Okay, all in favor? Okay, we have aye. The last meeting minutes are posted on the web for the public to view, and we are passing that, save time. Okay, I'd like to begin with architectural control. Some of the issues, I'm gonna go pretty quickly through some of these items, because they're gonna be repeated in the public meeting. We're starting to have an increase in architectural requests right now. And I'm getting a couple a week, and so I'm trying to keep ahead of those. As I get off work, I'm trying to visit these sites, personally, because the other two members live outside the neighborhood. So they kind of rely on me and doing a lot of legwork around the neighborhood. Call before you dig. People are digging in the easement areas without making a call first, and they're cutting into telephone lines and cutting into water lines. Yeah, so I'm trying to keep an eye on who's digging where to prevent everybody losing the water pressure. So if you need to dig in the easement area, make sure you get a call before you dig. If you cause damage and you didn't call them first, you are liable for damages and they will charge you. Trash, the dumpsters for household use only. Don't overfill it or they will not pick it up. If it's over the edge of the dumpster, generally they will not carry it away. So
On the other day, I was back there and there's 2-3 big pieces of furniture back there. They're still back there. Did somebody call them out?
I don't recollect seeing them.
Like when you're looking at the dumpsters, they go to the right,
Right.
far right, outside the last dumpster, just sitting on the ground.
No, I haven't seen them, but yeah, that is a problem. Like I said, today's dump day. They could have easily taken that down to the transfer station for free. Wouldn't have cost them anything. And obviously they do have transportation because they would have dragged it up here. So they could have made it a few extra miles. So today's trash dump day, I did see a few trailers go past my home carrying trash. So I think some people are taking an opportunity to get rid of some yard trash today. Okay, we got some upcoming tax sale coming in June. We've already got some letters from the county of some potential tax sale properties in the neighborhood. And generally about 2-3 weeks before that, they advertise it in the newspaper. I'd be careful about what you're buying or what you're bidding for, because some of it could have liens on it. Look at the property, make sure you know what you're buying, so you don't buy a canyon or someplace you really can't build that well. It happens every year.
Yeah.
Every year people are surprised. They thought they bought another lot when actually they bought the wrong one. So that's coming up and more on that closer we get to June.
Just FYI, we have 10 properties to date.
10 county tax sales coming up so far.
10 properties and they all have a balance due.
Okay. And I know they allow them until like the day before to pay that off. So usually one or two come off the rolls generally. But they could owe taxes. And if they owe taxes, most likely they owe dues also. So just do your due diligence, make sure what you know what you're getting into. All right, okay. Right now, I guess we're still working on, it's a very hard task, but we are working with some property owners to get them to clean up their properties. Uh, Generally the front of the properties that you can see from the roadway, people who have garbage on the garbage out there, we're trying to get some people to clean it up. It's not gonna be a quick thing. It's a continuous thing, throughout the whole year. But we just need to keep an eye on those properties, building junk, collecting junk. I understand a lot of people, what I consider junk might be their treasure, so I'm always careful when I talk to people. Some of the stuff's important to them. But I'd rather work with the property owners as best I can, give them extra time if needed, that kind of thing, so. All right, Harbor Patrol, actually this winter's been quieter than usual. I feel we've had less break-ins this winter, less mailbox thefts, things like that happening. Maybe they moved from the area or something, or got locked up. I'm not sure. But keep your due diligence and more people out there. Alcohol is starting to be popular right now with the winter months like over and summer coming up. Dogs are starting to run around. Keep them on leash. We're in the fence line. If they're out running about on their own, then it's a violation. It's in the it's in our restrictions as a violation. Quiet hours, be respectful of your neighborhoods, your neighbors. Some people work, and you have to be careful with them. We've had a few incidents of people calling in for animals creating nuisances, such as barking, not being fed, not being watered, those kind of things. A lot of those are state or county violations. They can call us, and then we can call the sheriffs up and coordinate with them any help they need in locating the property and the dogs. But if they're not fed, not watered, that is a county issue, Okay, we got a problem with people dumping on other people's property. I know one case in particular, where brush is being piled up and they said they had the owner's permission. I contacted the owner who does not live here. The owner says he gave no one permission. So I suggested he call the sheriff and we had a name of the person that was doing the dumping. So it's up to him if he wants to file a complaint against them or not. But if you say that you got the owner's permission, pretty much assume that we are going to call the owner and we are going to get the word directly from them. So we're going to follow up on those people dumping illegally. Okay, yeah, I know one location, we actually had a sign posted out there, no dumping, at one of the worst sites we've seen out there. That was posted recently.
Piled ridiculously high.
No
Yeah.
trespassing signs if they're not, if it's just an empty lot. We need to get it posted.
Yeah,
That way the sheriff got some grounds.
yeah. And if we do see anybody drop, we're going to identify them and we're going to turn the names into the owner, and the owner can handle it.
Yeah, the owner's got it.
Okay. Next, I'd like to continue on to the Vice President, Susan Hunt.
Okay, income statement. The general fund at this time has 158,499.46. The road fund has 39,816.69. Dues collected for 2022 so far this year is 370.60. 2023 dues, 2,041.80. I'm sorry, rewind. 2023 dues are 2,574.31. 2024 dues to date is 31,835.99. Late fees, 1146.50. We've collected some prior to 2021 in the amount of 1,114.34. I have been taking off late fees that April, they're not supposed to put a late fee on there. Appfolio was not supposed to put a late fee on there, but they did for April. So I've been removing them as people contact me. Or I take a payment personally. So if you're watching and you have a late fee on there, just call me, I'll remove it. Because it's not supposed to be on there until May. And you have till the end of April 30th to pay without any late fees or interest on the current dues. Total payments or total operating income to date, 37,252.74.
Okay, so dues were, they were due at the end of March, but no late fees assessed until the first of May.
Pay till the end of April without a late fee or interest, yeah.
Okay.
And this happened last year too, and
Mhm.
I need to contact Appfolio to see if there's some kind of massive fix for that. I just
Yeah.
found it recently when someone called me and said, why do I have a late fee already? And I said, I'll have to check with Appfolio and see if they can go in there and do some kind of adjustment that does everybody's instead of me doing one at a time.
It should be a little set, like a 30-day, 60-day. Late fee starts after 30 days, and that's probably what it's set at, because it starts in March.
Okay, and the income report, is that that's posted on the web for people to see?
It will be, I don't post it until the first of the month.
First month,
So this
okay,
is just what it is current to date.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have a motion to approve as read,
Accept it.
second,
I'll second.
okay, all in favor? Okay, passed, we accept the statement, and next item, yeah,
Okay, I would love to tell you if our taxes have been filed for last year. No idea. Our, I have called dozens of times to our accountant. I have called her, I've sent emails, I've left messages with 2 different secretaries. I've made no less than probably 15 to 20 attempts.
Yeah. Is that the one on
Yes.
Choctaw College, that one?
Yes.
Want me to make
I
it?
don't know. The secretary told me on Friday afternoon, I said, what is going on? I said, I dropped them off. When did we go there? The second week of January? I dropped them off and she
Mhm.
said, this should just be minimal. She said, you don't pay employees. It's just a matter of plugging in the new numbers. I should have this done in short order. Mid-February, I started asking her, what's the status? What's the status? She will not respond. So short of getting in my car and going there.
She wasn't there yesterday when I went by.
Well, I asked her secretary Friday, I said, I just want to know if she didn't do it, did she file an extension? She said, well, she's in J. So I can't.
Oh, yeah?
She said, so I'll call you and then I'll call you back.
Okay,
No problem.
I'll stop by Monday, it's only about 2 blocks from where I work, and I'll kind of hard to avoid you if you step in the door.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to assume that she at the very least filed an extension. I mean, that's what she's done in the past, because I think she targets the big hitters and
Yeah,
stuff like that. But I mean, I took them in second week of January. That's why I took them then, so we could get in and get it done early. And so I got nothing for that. That's
Okay.
all I know on that. Lucinda and I were in the office most Monday and Thursday nights. I think one night, whether we weren't up there, but first week of, April, I think one person showed up in 2 nights, so I just, if somebody wants to meet me, I will come meet you, but I'm not gonna sit up there, when nobody's coming up there. We went to small claims court and we are working with the attorney on the 2 judgments that we received. He was supposed to contact that party of the large one yesterday. He was gonna call them directly and speak to them. And try to facilitate payment. I guess their attorney didn't even show up and he's
Yeah.
in Tahlequah. So I enlisted Grant to help us collect that, and he said that this attorney is known for taking a $1,000 item and it turning into 10,000 to litigate to get 1,000. So he said, what are my parameters? I said, call them, try to facilitate some kind of payment. I said, what they owe is 5 times more than what the lot's even worth.
Right.
But
Did you tell them that they could turn the property and
Yes.
and
Yes.
they would be ahead right there.
yes, I said, we'd like to have payment, but if turning it back over will resolve it, then we'll do that too.
Yeah, that property is probably worth about 1,800.
Maybe,
Oh,
maybe.
that's high on it.
It's high because it's got a big drop off and
Yeah.
creek bed in the back and there's very little working room to build anything.
On it.
It's not really worth,
It's
yeah.
not in a
So,
great desirable.
oh, yeah, I think we should accept if they want to release the property,
Yeah.
they'd be way ahead. They'd probably be agreeing with it.
One of the neighbors might bid on it and
Yeah.
try to get it to expand their border a little bit.
Parking
so,
area.
Yeah, yeah. So Grant's gonna update me first of the week on that.
Okay.
I have tentatively, told our insurance company that we are going to renew with them, but they're gonna change the carrier. For cost purposes and then to, make sure we have they want to use somebody that runs the background checks that we don't have to pay for, that they.
Oh, they want to do it?
Yeah, they'd want to do it, so.
Okay.
And then I already noted the 10 properties for the tax sale. And you mentioned a while ago, make sure you're buying what you think you're buying. I have a really unique, I don't know if it's unique, but I had a member that wanted to buy a property, over off Forest. And so I contacted the owner to say, if somebody wants to buy it, are you interested in selling? They said, well, I don't own that. I was like, yeah, you do. And they said, no, I own such and such lot. So I went in and such and such lot was part of 4 lots that somebody else has owned for years. This person has owned this lot that I called since early 90s. And they said, well, that's not my lot. And so I came up to the office and looked in their file and they have handwritten receipts since 1993 from when somebody was in the office, and it says right on there, the number on their lot. And I'm
Yeah.
like, so I called them, I said, and I called the tax assessor and I called the treasurer. Everybody has that lot number listed as their legal lot. And I
Oh.
told them, I said, if you have something to support that,
Yeah.
it'll be a civil matter that you'll have to deal with.
Yeah.
But 3 entities have you down. And I said, they handed you handwritten receipts with that lot number on it over the years.
Yeah.
They were like handwritten and handed it to them because they used to do carbon copies in the office. And I said, I don't know what to tell you. So,
Yeah.
but I said, that lot, for all intents and purposes, is yours. But they hadn't been out here in 20+ years.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
it's just interesting. They're supposed to get back with me to show me their deed. And I said, well, if you do, that's great. I'll make a copy, but it'll be a civil matter. I can't help you with that. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I got.
Okay. Next area, we have parking pools, Lucinda.
We don't have a date yet for a work day of for the park area that on Monday, they're gonna come and open the pool, replace lateral lines, replace the sand in our filter and all of that good stuff. And, so if you want to be a volunteer for the pool, or if you want to come and help, we're gonna clean up around the pool area and deep clean the bathrooms and all that good stuff, organize the closets and all that. And we're just gonna work the one day on Monday, but they could be here working 2 days, the pool people. They said they didn't really know how long it was gonna take, but volunteers were just gonna work on Monday.
Did you say the work day is Monday?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I want to make sure I wrote it down right.
Oh, they think they jackhammering and all that in there, or,
I don't know exactly what they're doing, how they're doing it.
okay.
We do have our contract with Jeans Aqua for the diving. We've got that in and it's gonna bring in some money to pay for chemicals and stuff. And the bathrooms will not be open unless the pool is open due to the vandalism we've had, and we've already had problems. When we had our last board meeting, the bathrooms were left open, and while we were in there, somebody went in the bathroom, took a big dump, shoved it with toilet paper and left it. I'm tired of it.
Hmm.
It's uncalled for. Uncalled for. So the pool will not be open unless, the bathrooms will not be open unless the pool is open. Status of volunteers and schedules for the summer. I only know of 2 people so far that want to volunteer. I need more people to help keep the pool open. If not, we could not have the pool open as much.
I'll take the test and put a few days in on the weekend, because I worked on the weekdays. I'll put a few, I'll give somebody a break or something.
But that's all I have right now.
Okay. Let's see. All right, next we get the roads and utilities, William.
Mine's gonna be pretty easy. I kind of slept off a little bit because I've been struggling with dealing with that at the moment. So I don't have an update on the road signs, but it still stands Skyview area. It's gonna be the first one done. Reason being, they've got a big hole down there, a big puddle that fills up, and they're driving around the puddle in people's yards. So once I get started back on roads, that Skyview area and the water plant road, those are gonna be the first ones
Yeah,
to work on, at least after the hill.
Yeah.
and get that problem area solved, so. And then I did get a complaint on, drawing a blank on the road.
Have you?
No, that was Skyview over, I already got material on it, but it's starting to wash away.
Spaniard Creek?
Spaniard Creek,
oh, okay, yeah,
so those ditches are probably gonna get done pretty quick, so. And that's just rent a piece of equipment and go over and dig them out and figure out where to put material,
material,
which I got a good idea where to put some.
yeah, I want some washouts.
No, there's like, Phillips. Or that's right at Spaniard Creek, isn't it? Phillips and Spaniard Creek, that ditch is about 8 feet deep,
Oh,
maybe deeper.
yeah,
I know,
And
we just
there's
keep
no
losing,
guardrail.
we just keep losing property there because it's
No.
just,
I don't know if we can get the
Instead of
county to
maybe-
put a guardrail up there, but a ditch that deep,
yeah,
if somebody goes off in it, there's a good chance you're gonna roll, so.
yeah,
I talked to
way-
somebody at the county, they were gonna try to get one, but then I never heard back.
oh,
Spaniard Creek just washes right into my yard.
mhm,
It just lands
Yeah.
right in my yard.
And it's washing the gravel away too, so.
yeah. Where does it go? Does it go under Phillips?
It comes down and we put some cement bags in front of part of our driveway. But depending on the severity of the storm and the water direction, it'll come down and then just starts to disperse inside the fence. And I'm forever going out and pick out rocks and throwing them
Yeah.
into the driveway, so.
And that's really the only area I've got a lot of complaints about washout, again, after we put gravel on it, so. There's been a few with, how smooth the road is, stuff like that, but.
Yeah.
That'll all get, once everything gets put down, then you go back with a box blade. And hit it like we did when I first started, just grade all the roads and smooth them back out. That's the plan.
Okay. And,
We need to, not only this, but maybe in the POAs, the road work back there by your house. That was nothing to do with us. That was
Like
a
culvert
county
area?
road. Yeah, that's.
they went out there and they looked at it again. It's, the problem is in the, easement area. It's easement, from, and, the county, I mean, the county roads, they said, well, it's not ours. And it's not private property, it's easement area, it's outside the property lines, so we gotta find somebody who's responsible.
Well, what I mean is.
The county
board-
says they won't fix it unless it washes out completely. He said, if that roadway washes out completely, call us and we'll come back and fix it. But it's as long as you can drive a car on that,
Isn't the easement for the county too? County utilities? I
well,
mean,
yeah, it's easement area, yeah. Cause that area between the edge of the road and the telephone poles, that's
Right.
all easement.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where the issue is.
But
And
isn't that county property?
it would, yeah, I would think it would be.
I don't
county
really who
responsibility.
actually owns the easement area.
I don't think anybody owns it, everybody has the right though.
Yeah,
To do what they need to do within that. easement
Until
area.
something's wrong and then
Yeah.
I don't want the right.
well, eventually, if we get another rain like we did,
Well, what I meant was the board didn't call them out there to fix
No.
that road. That
No.
was nothing to do with
That
us.
was all
Somebody
county.
thanked us for it. It was like, we
no,
didn't do
no,
it.
they
We
just,
didn't
they
do it.
showed up, and
Yeah, we knew when they knew. so.
well, about 4 years ago, when they took some kind of grading machine and they leveled out all the hills and valley in that road. And then they threw a bunch of gravel on top of it. And there were a lot of complaints like, hey, you just threw gravel on an asphalt road. Well, we're gonna come back and fix it, but it never came back. Like 4 years later, and they finally came back, so. And
So-
they
4 years on Forest and since they've been throwing gravel on that.
probably, but yeah, they were told that they need to come back and fix it 4 years ago. I remember that. But there was a lot of people unhappy because that road, they threw the gravel on top and then all of a sudden they started kicking up all this dust and dirt. And then there were a lot of complaints in the neighborhood. So this kind of helps out with the dirt issue, I guess now. People can finally open the windows and get some fresh air. So, but no, they showed up. They did not did he contact you? So they didn't contact me.
I don't know.
No. So I called them and asked them what was going on. And I talked to the secretary and she just knows, all I know is I did a PO for the asphalt. And it's supposed to be 2 days work. That's all she could tell me. So, and that's the only person I talked to was the secretary. She didn't have no firsthand knowledge.
That's usually all you can get a hold of down there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But at least they got some work done. Any kind of work they do in the neighborhood's thankful,
Sure.
But it might be a few years before we see him come out here again.
Yeah.
So. All right, and next, you done?
Did they do Cherokee?
They did spots.
They didn't do the cut across Cherokee, which water company
No.
did? Okay.
They did spots coming down the hill.
Yeah, I saw that on the one side of the road coming down the hill in Cherokee. There was a low spot and they just, looks like they just threw shovels and stuff in there without even.
Maybe it was what was left over.
Yeah, and it wasn't really tamper level. It's all lumpy. And I don't know if it's even better or worse, to tell you the truth. Because when they do the patchwork, if you don't do it right, it makes the road worse.
And it won't hold in there. And
No, it'll come out. So,
Yeah.
and I know some of the extra work, some of the extra asphalt, I know as you turn on the Gruber, on the right-hand side, there were some potholes, looked like they dumped some of it in the potholes on Gruber too, just around the corner. Which is not a county road, but we're thankful they filled them up anyway, I guess. And someone told me that, actually Mike Purcell, he told me years ago that, they used to give out bags of cold pack. We could ask for bags of cold pack from there to fill in the potholes ourselves. I don't know if they still do that or not,
we wouldn't find it out. I mean,
but yeah, but for these small pothole jobs, dump in there and tamp it down might help us out in the long run. So I'd rather they do it, but, oh yeah, you say street signs too?
yeah,
mentioned
I
that.
didn't get an update on that.
I know County 911, if you go in there, they will replace the street signs at the top of the pole. I don't know if they replace the whole pole or not.
Yeah, I think there's parts out here.
I think the parts left, didn't they?
What's that?
The poles behind
The-
here, they're gone now, they
Hardware. No, not the poles. I think there's hardware.
hardware?
Yeah,
There's
hardware.
some signs are-
Yeah.
Oh, yes, there's some back there. yes.
Okay, because we got Forest in West Canyon Rock, there's no pole, no sign there, and right across the street, directly across the street, it's another road, Forest and I'm trying to remember the name of that road down there, Deer Run, is it Deer Run? Directly across the street from West Canyon Rock and Forest, it's yeah, just over the
Yeah.
street over here, just over
Yeah.
here. But there was a short sign there, and then that short sign is even gone now. A short pole with a sign on it.
I'll just make sure those are on the list.
Yeah, those are the two that have no signs, and
They
911,
need a pole, they need a post and.
a post and a sign, yeah, because we got ambulances running here and they're lost.
Yeah.
They drive up and down roads looking for who they're picking up, they can't find the roads, that's a safety issue,
Big time.
so. That could be a lawsuit
I'll make
too,
sure those get looked at too.
yeah. And I do know where there's one hole at, we could probably use, it's down in the woods. It probably got knocked over in the woods years ago by a grader, most likely, they replaced it. But it's sitting down in a ditch somewhere, I know we could probably pull that out and,
Yeah, it's straightened up, we can.
yeah, it's straight, it's good.
that'll work.
But I think a grader came by and just ripped it out of the ground and knocked it down the hill, so,
Called it in and said, hey, knock this one down, they come fix it.
yeah. Okay, that's the last item, then we got some new business, we got a little time for some new business.
I don't have anything, just the meeting date, and then we'll probably go over the nomination information in the next meeting. so.
Yeah, we need to do a schedule up over the next few months between now and July, showing every month what we need to accomplish each month.
I need to take what you gave us last month, and
Mhm.
probably write that down.
Yeah,
Post it on.
because I went through the
website.
bylaws and I got every little date that was mentioned, this has to happen, this meeting, this happened to happen, that meeting. And we need to follow that as close as we can, make sure everything's legit.
And we talked about like town hall type meetings to discuss things to put on the ballot, so it doesn't take like a formal PLA meeting,
Yeah,
but that drags out forever and then you start losing people. That way you can get some conversation flow.
like a little working committee, we can talk,
Yeah.
discuss issues.
Yeah, nothing, like if you have say you have something that you want to put as a ballot question on the July.
Yeah.
Election, then it can be discussed and researched and, because we remember we ran into it last time.
Yeah,
We gotta look at legalities on that, or we
Yeah,
gotta,
yeah, the research got us last time because
right.
there was, the ideas came up and there was not enough time to go look all the legal matters and
Right.
stuff before the election time, so it was kind of pending, legal output too,
So we can throw together some
so,
of those.
yeah, we need to know the legal
Yeah,
stuff
we-
before it goes up a
A
vote.
couple of months, that'll give time to look at the legal issues and.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's anything there, we don't, you don't know.
Yeah,
So it'll come up for sure.
And I just wanna remind people. If there's legal issues and we have to seek legal counsel, which we will,
Yeah,
there's just some things we're gonna have to seek legal counsel.
yeah,
That is going to cost us to do that, and that's just
Yeah.
part of
What part of what they.
having an organization this size and making changes, so.
yeah, because there's county laws we gotta abide by, there's state laws, there's federal laws.
Stuff like that.
There's Department of Environmental Quality laws, there's a lot of things that have to be looked up to make sure we cover our bases.
Just because you want to do something, doesn't mean you can, you gotta make sure it's.
Yeah, due
okay.
diligence, it's gotta be
Exactly.
done,
Gotta make sure it's legal to do
so we
it.
don't get those prizes later on, so.
Alright.
All right, I know,
Meeting date for next meeting.
okay, today is the 20th. At the calendar. I don't have any. I know it's early, but I won't be here the 9th, and the 11th, 12th. I know it's not gonna be that, but I won't be in town then.
I know the 11th and the 18th, both of those Saturdays, I'll be out of town.
Yeah.
And then the next one is gonna run into Memorial Weekend.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
If we're just doing a board meeting, we could do it maybe one evening during the week. I don't know if that's okay with you guys or not. We don't necessarily have to do it on Saturday or Sunday.
Okay,
if we're
well,
gonna-
remember, well, with May coming up, we do have Memorial Day weekend. I don't think we want to do anything that
That's what I
probably
mean. I
weekend,
don't think
yeah.
that- You know, we could do it like a weeknight, like 6 or so, 6:30.
Well, Saturdays, we got the
What day
18th.
you You've got a lot going on right now too,
Yeah,
but
usually
Thursdays,
this week, well, yeah, see, this week, Thursday, Fridays, my normals, but
so Thursday evening might
Yeah.
work. Thursday evening.
yeah, Thursday, I mean, Friday would be like better or guaranteed.
Okay,
Because the Thursday is the one that they throw me back and forth.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go, sometimes you don't.
I could do Friday the 24th. I'm pretty sure I can.
Yeah, I can make that at 30 off work.
Okay.
And
That's a quick training.
Um,
and then the earliest I could be
We'll play
here is like
Well,
5
we'll be
o'clock,
up
the very
here.
earliest.
so maybe, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but we'll just go with that.
So we say so we're gonna have a board meeting on 24th in the evening. What time?
You get home at what, 5:30-ish?
Yeah, I'm pushing to get home at 5.
6:30.
6:30 is fine with me. 6:30 is fine with me.
Okay.
I'm a emotional adjourned.
Okay, we have a second?
Second.
All in favor of adjourning? All right, that concludes the meeting, the Board of Directors meeting dated 20 April 2024. We have a guest coming in here shortly. He's gonna talk a little about the upcoming, excuse me?
I'm not sure if he's here or not.
No, he's not here yet, but I'm just saying, between now and the public meeting, there will be a guest here discussing the sheriff's election coming up.
Question and answer. So
Yeah.
Anybody have them?
And then following that, we will have the public meeting, following that. So everybody's got a little break here. They can go bathroom, mill around, whatever they want to do. All right. Thank you.
Got plenty of time.
Cleaning up.